Hello everybody and welcome back to the next episode of our house renovation project. But first of all, I want to thank you because in the last week this channel hits the 1000 subscribers mark, and yes, I'm really excited about it, and I want to say thank you all for participating here on my channel in my videos. And of course, for everyone who subscribed to my channel, thank you very much. I really appreciate this. And hopefully this will the subscriber counter will raise and raise in the future. So thank you very much in the first place. So then, what we will do today? So today we will get some fresh concrete directly from the concrete truck for our next part here in that area for the floor slab. We prepared a few episodes ago. Today we will finish it, and then also we will take care about the rest of the fieldstone building, so the inner shell, what I removed also in the last episodes, so before we can start with excavating again. So as always, I would say sit back and enjoy the video. Yeah, and always first things first, I would say. So in the background you can see the preparation is done for the next part of the new concrete floor slab, and I need to take some time here again to remove the old concrete floor slab, which was created by the pre-owners of the building. Here now in the fieldstone part of the building, and as you can see, it was built directly to the wall, and now I need to remove it with my Makita hammer. So most of the work is already done. You can see it is only the rest here directly connected to the wall, which I now need to demolish. But this part of the concrete is from time to time really hard. I don't know why, if it's something about the mixture or something like that, but sometimes the concrete is really hard to demolish. So it's hard work, sweaty work, and it's I think it's thankfully I can work from top to bottom. That makes it a little bit easier. And the new concrete floor slab then will be built a little deeper than this one here, because we need some more space for the insulation, for example. So the new floor slab will be around 35 to 40 centimeters deeper than the old one, especially for the insulation. And I think here you can see it really well, how hard the concrete was mixed that time. So this Makita hammer is really powerful, and you see how small the pieces are that I crush or tear down here from the big concrete part. And this really takes a while. And so now another fun fact. So you actually you only see the concrete stuff, and what I'm standing on, this is a little bit of sand and clay, and below that there will come another floor. You will see it later on here in the video. So this means this is not the last thing I need to demolish to get to my final height for the complete floor construction. Yeah, and maybe I can explain you something about this fieldstone building here. So this was built as an add-on building to the half-timbered frame house. So the half-timbered frame house, as you know, is about 180 years old. And this fieldstone building was built around 100 to 120 years ago. And normally this was an extension for the farm animals, so mostly pigs here in this area. And this means the floor is built with a slope, yeah, intentionally. So there is a slope on the floor. So this was meant additionally as a drain for the feces from the pigs, for example, so that it can flow in one direction and then can be directed out of the building. And you can see here is a small, I don't know how to call it, this small platform here. So this was one part of the drain. So below it, you have the feces of the pigs, for example, had the possibility to flow in one direction. So what I just removing here is more or less 120 years old, some kind of historical. Yeah, and then it's time to excavate again. Yeah, I'm really happy now to do not do something more with hands, so I can use now my track dumper and also my excavator to fulfill my mission, as you know, to excavate 60 centimeters in total out of the building. And yeah, this I also need to do here.
Ich werde bekloppt, Alter, da sind noch 5 Tonnen Steine drin. Oh, die kann ich jetzt auch noch rauskloppen. Oh.
Yeah, and this was definitely an unfortunate surprise. Yeah, so I dig a little bit with my excavator and then I found many stones again, which I now need to separate from the rest of the earth, which leads again into some handwork and definitely much more work than I expected. But I can promise you this is not the last area where I will have this kind of surprise.
Ja, dass hier natürlich auch noch unter dem Boden, den ich schon abgetragen habe, nochmal ein Steinboden kommt. Das hätte ich mir ja eigentlich auch denken können, ne? Habe ich mich schon so gefreut, jetzt mal endlich ein bisschen Bagger fahren und jetzt muss ich schon wieder Steine schlüren. Als ob ich nicht die letzten Tage genug Steine hier rausgeschlürt hätte. Ja, vermutlich, ich denke mal hier auf dem ganzen Bereich werden überall noch Steine drunter liegen. Halt der alte Stallboden. Naja, den muss ich jetzt erst rausholen. Muss mal gucken, was ich mit dem Bagger da auflockern kann. Und dann muss raus, was willst du machen, ne?
Yeah, and also in order to fulfill this job, I also need to take care of, the height again. Yeah, so now as I told you, I need to excavate it 60 centimeters, and on the right side you can already see the last part of the floor slab, which I already created here, and this means I will get here also some kind of slope or something like that. Yeah, and so in this case it might look a little funny, but I need to take care that the dumper all the time is in the reach of the excavator and has a good stand. Yeah, and this is in such a building not so easy, but with this little ramp I think it will do the job.
Denn ohne Heu kann auch das beste Pferd nicht furzen.
Yeah, definitely one of the greatest wisdoms from the actor Bud Spencer. I don't know if you know him, some actor from some Italic westerns out of the 80s. Definitely my personal hero. Yeah, then after refueling my excavator I can then work again, and you see I start here left and right from the dumper. So my plan is to work around the dumper, to excavate all the earth around it, and then at the end removing the ramp where the dumper is standing on. Yeah, so I think this might work here really well. And on the other side of the room you can see there is also the old floor. So the second old floor. Yeah, you remember I already removed the first floor above, then I removed the concrete floor slab, and now there is the next floor I have to remove before I am able to excavate the rest of the earth out of this area of the building. Yeah, really nice and really much work to do here.
So, los geht's. Das Pflaster hat hier lang genug drin gesessen und jetzt muss es leider raus.
So from my point of view, it's definitely a little bit sad to remove this really old, as I mentioned already, it's 120 years old and some kind of historic, I would say. But unfortunately, you can also see here in the front, the shape of the stones, and this was a barn in this area, and there are completely full with the feces from the pigs and other farm animals, and they definitely smell that way, and also the earth below the stones smell definitely like a barn, yeah, definitely. And so if you want to have here some living room or something like that, it definitely makes sense to remove them, even if they might be a little nice to see and something like that, but it doesn't make any sense to let them here in place. Yeah. Also, I need to remove the earth, so also here I need to dig in total 60 centimeters deeper. So removing the stones is definitely not so hard to perform. You can see it sometimes with a shovel, sometimes with a crowbar, and sometimes with my hammer. It is quite easy to loosen them a little bit and then to remove them. Yeah? So this was not so hard to do, but definitely also some tons of material which I need to take care of, and to remove them with the help of the wheelbarrow out of the building. Here on the left side you will also see the next really interesting area. So today we will build the part of the floor slab you can see in the background, but then later on we also need to create the next part here in that area, and this means we also need to take care about this wall on the left to let it flow a little bit, and this can get a little bit interesting. So much to say.
So, haben wir das schon mal fürs erste raus, zumindest die erste Schicht hier an einigen Stellen, da ist noch so ein bisschen was drunter. Muss ich gleich mal gucken. Aber jetzt ganz ehrlich, so beim Losnehmen muss ich meine Aussage von vorhin so ein bisschen relativieren. So viel Romantik bleibt da nicht über, wenn man so dieses, ich sag mal ganz salopp, vollgepisste, vollgeschissene Pflaster in der Hand hält. Ist noch richtig schön glitschig, riecht auch noch entsprechend. Nee, also das willst du nicht in deinem Wohnzimmer haben. Ja? Selbst wenn hier in diese Ecke noch eine Toilette kommt, das ist kein Argument, Leute. So Freunde, man hört schon im Hintergrund piepen, jetzt geht's los, der Betonmischer ist da. Dann wollen wir mal loslegen. Ja, wir müssen jetzt erst noch sehen, dass wir die Rohre verlegen. Ab und zu mal ein Rohr verlegen am Freitag ist ja auch ganz nett.
Yes, and today is the day we will get the next big full truckload of concrete for this next part of the floor slab. And the biggest issue normally is the reach of the pipe from the truck, from the concrete truck. And we always have to extend it here with the pipe, and it's sometimes a little bit hard to handle, yeah, because if the pipe is really long and there is much concrete in the pipe also gets really hard to handle. And here we now have the pipe more or less in the middle of the shape, of the floor slab, and this is quite good. So with 3 people we have no big issue to spread the concrete complete in all directions. And as you see, this was really fast. Now all the concrete is in the building. I estimate something around 8 to 10 tons of material we just got here. So now we need to harden it a little bit. So this machine here is used to get rid of the air which is maybe enclosed in the concrete, and this will make the concrete much more condensed. And also, of course, you need to take care that it is horizontal and straight, and this is what we are now doing here. You can see the laser in the front, and this is used here to be sure that everything is completely horizontal, and in the proper height, of course. ladies and gentlemen, and that was it for today. I hope you had fun. I know I did, and in the next episode we will then continue in our fieldstone building with excavating again. This means a perfect job for my mini excavator and my track dumper to get rid of all the dirt out of the building. So I would say thanks for watching and have a nice day, and we will see us in the next video again. Bye bye everybody.